Hello everyone. Now we love stocks, bonds, index funds just as much as the mainstream investment industry does itself. But here's the thing. At No Boundary Investor, we want to take a little portion of our money and allocate it to something that we enjoy doing, something that we can have fun with. And that's what No Boundary Investor is about. It's about allocating and investing our money into foreign and alternative assets that allow us to basically learn the personal ability of how to generate revenue, grow money, and create more opportunities in our lives for ourselves. So, No Boundary Investor, you have a lot of questions, I'm sure. No Boundary Investor basically answers those questions. It answers the whys, the how-tos, the whats of investing in alternative and foreign assets. So to start with, why? The first thing is diversification. That is probably the most boring response we could have started with, but you know what? It's true, we got it out of the way, and it's time to move on into something more interesting. The second why, and this is where it starts to get more down to the root causes here of why we're passionate about this, is developing human capital. So as you're familiar with financial capital, that's your money, everyone has human capital. Human capital is essentially the long-term value of your skill set. Now, when you're investing in stocks and bonds, you're not really learning anything. You set up your brokerage account, maybe you give your money to a financial advisor, but you know what? It's pretty much taken care of for you. But with alternative and foreign assets, you've got to do a lot of hands-on stuff. You've either got to identify the correct managers to manage it for you, or you've got to do the research and manage it yourself, identify the investments, whatever. We help with that at No Boundary Investor, but as you can see, that is how you develop your human capital. One case that's really paying off in terms of our human capital is investing in online businesses. We started doing that a few years ago. It's really helped us out with No Boundary Investor, and it continues to help us out in all of our other business ventures and will do so for a long time to come. Plus, it's opened up numerous opportunities that we never even considered knew existed, to be honest with you. And then the third and final reason, the main why of investing in alternative and foreign assets that we're really passionate about here, is aligning what we do with how we invest our money. So we are very passionate about investing. And as boring as that may seem to others, we know that you're watching this video because you feel the same way. We love investing just as much as you do. And we thought, you know what? Yes, investing in stocks, investing in bonds is a great financial return, but where's the life return on that? So we started looking at ways of having some more fun with our money. Investing in personal loans to individuals that we know with business ideas, investing in peer-to-peer lending, learning a new asset class. So these are some of the whats of how we're doing it, and implementing these allocations to alternative and foreign assets. And another thing too is we're looking to purchase foreign real estate in a place that we wouldn't mind visiting if something went wrong. So maybe we would get a better return in, I don't know, the middle of Nowheresville, Wyoming. I don't want to go to Wyoming if something should go wrong. I don't want to go to Wyoming to sign papers if I had to. Now, if we could get a property in, say, Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, or Colombia, the country, yeah, that'd be something interesting. Take a trip down there. Now, obviously, it comes with its own risks that need to be managed, but you learn from that. So that's what we're talking about, aligning our investments with areas that we want to, or how we enjoy our lives, right? So I gave you some examples of what kind of investments as well. Now, with No Boundary Investing, in terms of these alternative and foreign assets, there's a lot of questions about how to do it. It's not a simple thing. And that's where developing the human capital comes in. If it was easy, one, everyone would be doing it and there'd be no financial benefit to it. And two, you'd learn nothing from it, right? I mean, if it's easy to do, there's no benefit to learning it because everyone can do it anyway. What's the value? And talking about expected returns as well, we help with that. So we help with the how-tos, we help with the expected returns and coming up with those analysis, identifying the whys and the whats of where to invest your money. So in summary, No Boundary Investor is basically about taking a portion of that of your portfolio, allocating it to areas that will help you basically create more life opportunities and develop your skill set. No Boundary Investor connects ordinary investors such as yourself and us to these opportunities and these investments in alternative and foreign assets.